coaching this group, especially the cornerbacks? What's it like to coach these guys?
It's fun. It's fun. They're very competitive. They bring great energy every day. They come to work every day with attention to detail. It's a family, so we love being around each other and competing.
What's the one thing that's really stood out for you from all of them that really stands out as them being ready for the season?
They just want to get better every day. You know, they coming up, asking questions. They challenge everything. They just want to be the best version of themselves, and that's what you love about it.
What's been your challenge to them this upcoming season, this offseason?
Just competing, the competitive spirit, getting after it, be a leader in every aspect, but just one play, one life, doing it every day, and being consistent.
I asked Coach Freeman about this over the weekend, but talking about the leadership, seeing Hart pick up guys like Christian Gray, Michael Bell, you know, how have you seen that leadership grow with him and others in the world?
Yeah, well, Cam was just named captain for a reason, and he's been great in our room as a leader. He's been a leader for us for the past couple seasons, but also he just took even a bigger role this summer, you know, helping the freshmen out, just helping everybody out in the room, being that vocal leader, and it's contagious, so it feeds off on everybody.
Coach, how talented is this group, and where does it kind of rank for you in terms of groups that you have opportunity to coach in your career?
They're very talented. The sky's the limit for them. That's the unique thing about it. I love coaching these guys. That they can be one of the best groups that I have ever coached.
Being in Golden's defense now for a second season consecutive, you know, how has the defense grown? What have you seen as far as changes and maturity?
I think it's even more clear, and everybody, it's the second season going in, right? So it's always the great deal when you get to do it another time around, and you see a lot of guys understanding the what's and the whys of what we are doing. So that's the great thing about it.
How deep can this group go, and do you have like a specific number for your rotation that you ideally would want?
It could go six deep right now, and that I'm confident that can go out there and do what they need to do.
And then what's Christian's development kind of been like coming out of the spring?
It's been great. You can tell, you know, he's feeling his way around in the spring, and between summer and fall camp, you know, he understands what's happening. He understands the standard, the expectations that we want to do each and every day, and he's doing a great job because of it.
One more.
Kind of to piggyback off of that, we saw Christian Gray make some great plays on the veteran receivers out at the high school last week, before last. Kind of speak to that, him challenging the older guys, the veterans, and then on top of that, who have you seen kind of take that lead in this year?
He's done a great job with it. To me, it shows that his confidence grows each day that he goes out there. He's still young, you know, he hasn't played the games yet, but he's grown each day, and that's what we want of him. And, just in the room, I think everybody's competing to take another step.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, what goes through your mind when you look across at that receiver? What goes through your mind right before the play starts?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I think I just go black for a second. Yeah, I don't know. Just focus. I don't know. Couldn't tell you, just in the zone.
Well, what's it like being named the captain and leading this group?
It's surreal. I was just actually talking to my mom about it. I actually have a bad time. Like with moments like this in my life, I always downplay it and not appreciate it enough. So I think when I get more time off, like I think we're gonna have a few days off coming up here, and then that's when it's gonna really set in. But I'm appreciative of it. It's huge. It's a huge honor to be respected by the guys in my room, especially the cornerbacks, the defense, and then obviously the entire team. And just have that respect from the coaches to trust me that I can be a leader on this team is amazing. Yeah, I'm appreciative of it.
How do you lead? What type of leader are you?
I was actually just talking about this as well. Not the most vocal guy, unless I have to be, but I do like to, or at least the guys in my room, they call me Unc, as an uncle. I do assume the big brother role. I know once when I was in their shoes, I always didn't have that guy on the team, and I'm not going to say I wasn't comfortable with the older guys, but I didn't have that guy on the team that I can go to and actually have that connection and ask for advice and just be that for me. And I wanted to make sure I was that for them. So even when I was hurt and I couldn't lead on the field, I'd always grab one of those guys, take them into the meeting room, show them what I see, reiterate the things that Coach Mickens was talking about in the meetings, and then just off the field, always being an ear to them. We all go through things, and we all have a tough time, especially in this process of college and college football. So just being another ear and being another brother in their life that they can actually come to and talk to, and yeah.
And as you work to be a better player yourself, how do you kind of balance that responsibility with improving your own game?
One more time?
How do you kind of balance that responsibility of leading the rest of the group with improving your own game? I'm sure you're constantly working to improve yourself as well.
Just putting the time into it. My schedule isn't as rigorous as theirs, being as though I had already graduated. So I have more time throughout my days that I can put time to myself. And then when they need to pull me aside, it's not long, it's 15, 20 minutes. And we spend 15, 20 minutes on our phone every day. So, I mean, I can give that to my brothers anytime, for sure.
Two more.
How have you grown your time here? Obviously as a player, but also like as a person and a leader to allow this to be the case for you to be a captain.
I think I've grown just as a person. I've gotten to know myself more. I always say this is the second best decision I ever made in my life. High school being the first. But just as a person, I was able to realize some of my tendencies as a person, whether they were bad or good, and I'm constantly working on that. And communicating with my friends, my family more. I used to be one of those guys that would talk to my family like once a week, once every 2 weeks, but just being able to call back home and be grounded and call to my friends that aren't here, and those are the type of things that keep me grounded and keep me focused, and yeah, I would say that.
How has Coach Mickens maybe challenged you this season, and how personally, and then how have you seen other guys step up, since last year?
Talking about in the corners room?
Yeah.
Well, Coach Mickens challenged me to be more of a leader, and I think, and that started in the spring because obviously I couldn't be on the field, and with that, I challenged other guys in the room to also lead because, I mean, the best teams have a ton of leaders, right? And I didn't want to be the only guy in the room trying to be vocal, and like I said before, I'm not the most vocal guy when it comes to leading, so have as many voices as possible in the room leading and assuming that role makes us all better. Sure.
All right, thanks, Cam. Thank you.
Thanks, Cam.
Appreciate it.
Clarence, let's start with Cam being a captain. What makes him the right guy for the job?
Pretty much, it's pretty simple to me. I think he just pretty much display all like the things you need in a captain. He's for sure like a vocal guy, a guy that's gonna give his all for the team. Pretty much a genuine person.
How does he help you in your game, but also mature as a player and a person?
I mean, throughout it was like the springtime and just workouts in general, like we would always compete and stuff like that. So it's pretty much like a friendly, like brotherly, competitive spirit in a way. It's just a fun competition.
So you had the dance moves out there in practice today, man. Was you feeling it today? How was practice with?
Yeah, I always got to at least throw out some dance moves. It depends on the song, if it's groovy or not, so stuff like that. We dance and stuff on TikTok.
How have you grown since last year with these guys, both on and off the field in the corner?
I think pretty much we just grew more like a brotherhood, just closer. You're able to talk to no matter if you're a young guy to an older guy, older to older. It don't really matter about the age. We all brothers.
Clarence, 10 days out from the game. Does this backfield, this secondary, have an identity yet?
I mean, I think it's only really one way to really show it, that's really the game. But I think, honestly, I like the secondary an awful lot. No matter who you put in, we all going to give our best effort and play like a one.
In fall camp, what has really been the emphasis to prepare you for this game?
Really just the details, because, they're like a fast pace. They try to play with your eyes. It's pretty much paying attention and locking in on your detail in that play, doing your 111.
One more. You had a pick in the game against Navy last time. How do you imitate that, or go out there in this season and try to have those similar results, both personally and as a team?
Pretty much by just reading my detail and just doing my detail on that play, pretty much, and just reacting and doing what I got to do during that play.
All right, thanks, Coach. Jaden, what makes this unit special, unique?
I'll say the work ethic amongst all of us. You know, we all trying to get better each and every day. Nobody's lazy. We all work on our craft. And it's been fun to watch and be a part of.
Talk about the competition in practice. How has that elevated your game?
It's been fun. You know, the receivers coming in, bringing new elements to practice, and you know, just knowing I got Ben and Cam and Christian and Chance and all those guys around me. You know, it's helped elevate my game.
What makes Cam a good pick to be a captain?
He works the hardest. He's one of the strongest, one of the fastest. You know, he's an old head. He's been here, experience. You know, all of those things. I voted for him. So.
Jay, kind of personal, but how's mom's doing, man, and how, you know, the family's doing in that aspect?
Yeah, she's doing good. You know, she's fighting. Family's good. You know.
And how have the, kind of like you alluded to earlier, but how have the receivers this year with Hartman made you guys better on the other side of the ball?
Yeah, it's been fun going against them every day. They all bring something different to the table, you know, whether it's speed, hands, strength, route running. It's been fun to switch it up and go against each and every one of them all practice, so it's been fun.
With his personality, what's Christian kind of brought to the game?
Kind of like a little brother, you know, him and Micah, little brothers, and it's been fun teaching them, and you know, they're going to be good. So.
I saw you kind of coaching up the scout team 7 earlier today. How do you feel like you've grown from last year to this year as far as the mental side of the ball?
Yeah, just knowing where I'm supposed to be, knowing the details from where the coach wants it and where, you know, what I think about it. So just the totality of the game and just bringing that and teaching the young guys that. So.
And do you feel like the approach or the messaging has shifted any from Coach Mickens now that he's had you guys for an extra year, kind of knows how to coach a little bit?
I think he's always been a good coach, you know, from when we stepped in, you know. So it's been good developing with him, and it should be fun.
One more, kind of a similar question, but being in goal defense the second year now, how has that played out for the defense as a whole, and specifically you guys in the corner room? Yeah,
kind of the same thing, you know, just another year in the system, another year of development, and another year getting better.
All right, thanks, Jake.
Benjamin, what makes Cam a good pick to be captain?
He's just the ultimate leader. I mean, Cam's just the epitome of a leader. Coming in, I mean, hearing his story, I was talking to our camp. We were able to cultivate a really good relationship. Just hearing his walk, he was on scout team his freshman year receiver, and then got moved to DB. So just the ultimate, just like warrior. So he pushed through it all, and now he's gonna become a captain, lead this team. So I'm excited.
Coming into, obviously, after a breakout season your freshman year, how do you sort of separate, okay, I learned a lot from that, but also I need to come out with the same intensity for my second year?
I feel like the intensity hasn't changed at all just because, I mean, I have goals and aspirations for myself. So every single year I just want to continue to get better. Every single day I want to continue to get better. So out there on the field, I feel like I have things I want to improve on, just like my man technique, my off technique. There's always areas that I can improve. That's the biggest thing for me as a DB also. Just don't get complacent. Just seek coaching is the biggest thing for me. Is find ways to get better, and that's been the best thing for me on the field.
What's it been like having Sam Hartman on the ball on the other side, you know, and how has that helped develop you and the rest of the room?
It's just you have a leader back there. You have an ultimate captain back there. You can command the whole offense, tells them what to do. As a defensive perspective, it's just awesome. I mean, I'm seeing things I've never seen before. I'm seeing him look people off, seeing him drop downs and stuff like that. That allows me to get better. So I mean, as an ultimate competitor I am, I want to make plays off of him just because that's just the nature of the game. But being able to look back and, like, although balls could get caught on you realize, okay, that just made me better because I know for the better talent out there during the season, this is where the ball will be if I'm in this position. So that's been the biggest things for me.
Having Golden, you know, for your second year in a row now, how has that helped you grow the defense, and what's the most exciting thing you're looking forward to, you know, 10 days from now?
The most exciting thing I'm looking for the defense, just everyone in the room, everyone on the defense. I mean, I feel like we have 11 guys, even more than 11 guys, who just go out there, contribute, and play hard. I mean, this playbook that we have is just very, it's simple. Allows us to play fast and hard, and that's the biggest thing that they ask us is don't think and just play. And just having the guys behind me on the field, I think it's gonna be a special year.
One more.
Do you feel like defensively the coaching scheme that they trust you a little bit more this year as opposed to last year? True freshman, maybe not necessarily knowing what you're going to put forth on the field. Now they got an idea.
I think I wouldn't even want to say. I mean, in the grand scheme, yeah. But in my shoes, I wouldn't say that I've earned any trust. Yeah, I just continue trying to get better every single day. But yeah, I put myself in a position to be trusted a little bit. But the biggest thing is just don't allow yourself to feel that way, because that's when you just see complacency, and that's the biggest thing I don't want to do. And just try to get better every single day.
All right, thanks, Benjamin. Thank you. You made some good plays against that ball in practice today, and even out at the high school. How has it been going up against the veteran guys in the receiver role?
It's been good. It's been fun. I'm learning a lot from them and learning a lot from me too. What technique I need to use with them, what technique I need to use more, what I need to work on more. So yeah, it's been great going against those guys.
How much more comfortable are you now than, say, in the spring?
I'm very comfortable now. Like, I feel like home out here and everything and playing football. So I'm comfortable on the field, confidence on the field, so I feel good.
What's it like having a team captain in your room, and what is it about Cam that makes him such a good leader?
Just he's like a big bro to me. Like, he shows me a lot of love and everything. He teaches me a lot of things. Like, even though I'm stuck on a film or a play, I'm gonna call him up and he'll tell me everything. Like, he'll go with the whole plays with me and go with the whole videos and everything. So he's just been a good bro, big bro to me.
And then having a guy like Ben in there as well, who was able to step in and have an impact right away, how does that affect how you approach your first game?
It gave me confidence, really, because he was my buddy at the fall camp. So, like, we was in the same room. Every day we would read the Bible. Every day we would talk about confidence. Every day we would even talk to our moms at the same time. So he's just been teaching me a lot, trying to give me confidence and going over plays, study more, and work hard. So he just taught me a lot.
What have you seen your physical and mental growth since the spring?
I see my mental growth more in the plays and in my confidence, and for my physicalness, for more like in press and everything. So I got a lot stronger than I expected to be. So like right now, 187, everything, like, and I got muscles I didn't even know about. So yeah, so it's been great.
Over the spring, you talked about how close you are with your mom and family back home. How is that? Has it changed at all? You still calling them mom stuff like that?
Man, I'm still gonna be a mama's boy till the day I die, man. I'm a mama's boy. I be calling her every day. So I tell her I love her, tell her how practice go. We just, I can't get away from that mom's love, So.
One more.
A lot of unique matchups on the schedule, which is part of the Notre Dame experience. What are you most excited for this season?
To go against Ohio State, mostly, so because I want to play my boy Cornell Tate there and everything. So I can't wait till that game, and it's gonna be a physical game and a mindset game too. So that's what I can't wait for. So yeah.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.